Okay, so today I will be talking about Under God and the Pledge of Allegiance. And let's start off with this. I know most of you guys aren't religious. And the way that people use Under God in the Pledge of Allegiance, I might put it in the wrong context, as you will. But I don't think that the government or anyone should remove that from schools or try to change it or modify it. And that is because we as Americans have the right to worship whatever God whenever we want or wherever we want. And the four founding fathers of America established this country on different topics. And one of them was freedom of religion, which I will break it down for you guys a little. So freedom of religion is you're able to worship, you're able to be whatever religion you want, whether it's Buddha, Catholic, Christian, Jehovah's Witness, Muslim, whatever. And you are able to worship whatever God you want, which it could be multiple gods, which is God Himself, Jesus, Allah, or Allah, however you say His name. And another reason why I don't think they should take it out is because I remember back in grade school, which was 9+ years ago, they still had it at the elementary school I went to. So I remember getting up in class every morning, putting my hand on my heart and listening to the principal and following him as he said the Pledge of Allegiance. And then after that, he did the daily announcements, the school pledge, whatever it was. And I'm gonna quote two different people on this. And once, as the Beastie Boys said, they said, you gotta fight for your rights. And us as Americans, I think we should fight for the right to keep the Pledge of Allegiance in schools today, because if you look around at the world now, it's not a good place now, is it? A place that it seems perfect. The world is not perfect. Otherwise, the world would be a boring place. And that's why we have certain laws. That's why we have the Pledge of Allegiance, because we are one nation under God, as it states. And if you're an atheist, if you're religious, if whatever you are, I apologize in advance if I offend you or anything talking about under God and the Pledge of Allegiance, but this is just my point of view. And as Newton's law once said, every action has a positive or opposite reaction. So with that in mind, you need to think before you speak. So me talking about the Under God and the Pledge of Allegiance, I thought about this for a while, and me thinking about it, I thought about the pros and cons about it. Which one will weigh more, or will they even out? So the pros of it is you will most likely convince the government to keep Under God in the Pledge of Allegiance and not modify it. So that's one of the pros. And one of the cons is the government may not take that as well. And as my friend Iverson said once, he said that it's really not a good idea for me to combine religion and government because they really don't coincide. So what I told him, I said, well, I'm really not doing that. I'm not preaching the Bible to him. I'm just saying it straight down the line. I'm saying that we should keep the Pledge of Allegiance in school because that is a right that the armed forces of America have earned for us, and we have modified it so many times that I believe it's 4 different occasions we modified it, and that we really don't need to modify it anymore. Like, we've modified it 3 or 4 different times, and we've changed it, and yeah, so I think we should keep it in schools, and if you disagree with me, that's your opinion.